Hello, everyone. I hope you are staying warm. Our crazy cold weather does continue. There's flakes ahead in the forecast. We're going to get to your highlights and detailed description of your weather coming up next. But first, my friends at Robert Gibb & Sons have been doing their work for us for over 100 years. Whether it's commercial or residential, they can help you with new construction, preventative maintenance, emergency services, and remodeling as well. Please call Robert Gibb & Sons if you have any of these needs and let them know Hutch sent you. Now, take a look at this. We have some brutally cold weather continuing here across the region. Here is a look at what we have going on with regards to our active watches and warnings in the northern plains. The dark blue areas here, this is that cold air warning that we've been under for the last day and a half, and it's going to continue the Red River Valley through eastern parts of South Dakota to points north of Sioux Falls, most of northern Minnesota, including St. Cloud, Duluth, and Bemidji, but not including Minneapolis, St. Paul in the warning. Warning means it's happening, folks. The cold air is here. It's dangerously cold, and exposed skin can freeze in mere moments. So that's the real deal. Now let's take a look at the facts. Here's what you need to know about our forecast tonight. These digits that you see here, Fargo, 17 below, that's your actual air temperature. Look up north, Thief River Falls, 20 below zero, 15 below for Grand Forks as a current temperature right now. So many of us are near 20 or colder than 20 below zero already. Here are the forecast wind chills for tonight. Let's start with temperatures and then wind chills. Overnight tonight, the cold takes hold. Notice things starting to warm up out to the west. 3 below in Glendive, Montana. Not too bad by recent standards. You can see 1 below in Dickinson, 18 below in Bismarck, and the thermometer just continues to crash as we head into the eastern third of North Dakota. Devil's Lake, 20 below for a morning temperature, 24 to 26 below right here in the Red River Valley for Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Fargo. Fergus Falls, 26 below, and then sneaking out to the east, mid-20s to around 35 below in a couple of locations. I think central Minnesota and Lakes Country here from Becker, Otter Tail, straight north into the Roseau County area will be the coldest. Let's take a look at those wind chill values by your Tuesday morning. The coldest are in this dark blue shade. 52 below for Kennedy and for Hallock is going to be ridiculous. Well, it's ridiculous as well in War Road. 53 below for a morning wind chill. I do think we'll see a couple locations close to 60 below for wind chill. And again, exposed skin, earlobes, you name it, can freeze in mere minutes. Now, as we look off to the west, 39 below for a wind chill value in Jamestown. Then Devil's Lake at 39 below. How about 45 below as we look up towards that Botno to Rolla area, and still some wind chilly conditions, even though temperatures will be warming out to the west. The second highlight in the planning forecast after we get through the cold that takes hold tomorrow morning and continues is a warming trend through the rest of your day on Tuesday. Temperatures will climb all day, but it will be wind chilly all day. It'll be a south wind, 10 to 30 miles per hour out west, making it wind chilly. So that 9 is above zero. It's the right direction, and I got to tell you, it's still going to feel cold out there. Now, we're going to see that warm-up lasting all the way into Wednesday morning. Do you see that? Overnight, we had to bed on Tuesday after a high of 9. We're warming in the late evening. We're warming overnight to 22 by your Wednesday morning, then dropping a bucket here, back down to 8 for a high on Wednesday afternoon. So we're going to see temperatures falling from 22 in the morning. That's your high temperature for the day, and then we're down in the single digits the rest of the day, on our way to 2 below. Big difference over what we have right now, but still kind of cool as we go through Thursday. The real warm-up, where we'll actually start to feel a significant difference, is going to come on Friday, but it goes with those growing pains I talk about, and that's a chance of snow. And we do have a chance of some snow with a warm front that's moving through on Wednesday. Let me show you the details on that with how much snow we're talking. Nope, not time to get the snowmobile or snow machines out there as we head into your Wednesday by 10 o'clock. It will impact the drive because it will come with some wind. Some of the greatest snowfall will be in the Iron Range of Minnesota, where we'll have a 1/2 inch to 2 inches of snow. That includes Bemidji, Waskish, and the Red Lakes area, for Baudette and International Falls, and that'll sneak off into most of Roseau County and Kitson County as well. Down toward the Twin Cities, a dusting to a 1/2 inch of snow will be possible. Notice across the Dakotas, right here in the Missouri River Valley, we'll see close to 1 inch for a few. So this is not a big game changer here, but because of the wind and the blowing snow and the frozen ground, it's going to add insult to injury. The best chance for more appreciable snow, upwards of 2 to 4 inches of snow, will be in the always famous Black Hills of South Dakota. Let's take a look and see if I have any comments, questions. But again, thanks so very, very much for all of you who have taken the time to share photos on hutchesweather.com. Hutchesweather.com is a great place for you, not only to upload photos, you can get the latest forecast information. And again, want to take a minute to say a big appreciation to all my sponsors out there like Evco Petroleum Products. Now, if you click on any of my sponsors' logos, it's going to carry you to the information that you can find on them. But Evco serves a 200-mile radius around Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. That includes North Dakota as well. And if you need lubricants for your operation here in the off-season agriculturally, well, Evco prides himself in customer service. They're going to bring your needs right to your operations doorstep, deliver it, and make sure you have what you need. And it's all quality content from those folks over there at Evco. Give them a call today. Here's a look at their page. And again, you can see some of the great products that they do deliver here and find out more about their services at Evco Petroleum. So again, thanks again to my sponsors on hutchesweather.com. You can find the latest photo uploads as well, and we've had some dandies. I do want to take a minute and point out this one from the Monoman area. When we get this cold, it's a really good idea to check the exhaust for your furnace. If you have a natural gas or propane burning stove or furnace in your home, you'll want to make sure that the exhaust is free from ice, like you see here. The steam and the exhaust from that contains carbon monoxide, poisonous. And this time of the year, it's not uncommon to hear of terrible, terrible situations where people go to bed at night, this was frozen shut, and the carbon monoxide built up in homes. Two things you can do about this. Number one, check. Check twice. Make sure that this exhaust vent is free from any ice whatsoever. Nate, thanks for sharing this. And also, the second thing you can do, you cannot go without a carbon monoxide detector. I have one just feet from me. And on batteries, it works much like a smoke detector, only it's going to detect that odorless, tasteless gas called carbon monoxide, which can threaten your family. Pick one up today. It's a real important asset to have to make sure that you are staying well. Now, as we've gone through the cold desert here, we do have some beautiful scenery. This one here, uploaded by Jerry in the Boston area. Here, you're looking at that circle around the sun. It's called a halo. This is caused, it's called a 22-degree halo here because its distance from the sundog here, and the halo itself, 22 degrees from the light source, which would be the sun. Oh, there's a dog barking in the trees, and thanks so much for uploading your photos. Now let's take a look at this snow event that I showed you, the small amounts of snow. Let's talk about your hour-by-hour forecast as we go through. Let's do that right now. Let me see if I can find it right. Well, that's the bigger map. Let me go over here. Here we go. My apologies. Okay, now that I've got my eyeballs situated perfectly, let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast map here. I'm going to change the model on this to one that I like a little bit better for this particular situation. Here's what happens. We've got cold, dense air in place, but a warm-up with south winds is going to push some air into our area. As that happens, that south wind that's warmer, subtly warmer, is going to slide over the top of the cold molasses, the 20 below air that's in place here. And this begins tomorrow afternoon. By Wednesday, we're going to start seeing some snow shower potential out to the west. Watch this. As we set this into motion, here comes those warm southerly winds out to the west, and we're going to have an increased chances, here we go, at some snow showers and clouds associated with this. So, southwesterly winds, 10 to 30 miles per hour, a few gusts even higher than that where the isobars are real friendly. That includes the Black Hills, that includes much of the eastern Dakotas. This is Tuesday morning as you start your day. Now, as we go through the snow shower chances, as we go toward the evening hours here and heading into your Wednesday, we'll pass through the valley with more making its way into eastern Montana. This is going to provide some slippery for the roads as we go through your Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Notice it lingers into Wednesday morning. So as you're heading out the door on Wednesday, and here comes a little bit of insult to injury, a clipper, and that's why our warm-up is so short-lived here. We warm up with those south winds scrubbing the molasses away, bringing the flakes, and then it's out of here as fast as it came. Let's look at one more model just because we can, and this one is a little bit different, but I do want to point out that there's never really, unless we have a consensus on the model, on the timing and the precise track of where the snow is, a a real 100% guarantee that any model is going to be right every time. Here we go again, and it's Tuesday midday that the snow shower potential will start as this warm front and warmer air begins pushing its way in. Then, as it works its way through, it'll come back at us as a cold front as we go into the day on Wednesday. This particular model, as you see, doesn't show as much trailing snow with the cool front that comes through with this system. So here's a couple of things. Here's Hutch's hunch. When we have south winds, those can carry more moisture up our way, but there's not a lot of moist air with temperatures south of us so cold that air can't hold much moisture. Secondly, this system isn't going to bring its own moisture with it. So I do think we're going to be very low on the snowfall amounts again with this system. Most of us seeing a half of an inch or less. A few pockets could see an inch or so more of snow. This will happen as we go from Tuesday about midday and right into your Wednesday morning, and that's the way the timing looks on that particular system. So let's see if we have any questions, and as we do so, I'm going to go ahead and pop up a look at our conditions that we have around here. Thanks so much for watching, Janet. It's good to have you on board. Barbara, thank you for watching. Nathan, I appreciate you. Sean, thank you very, very much for your support as well of HutchesWeather.com. Dun Blazers Painting. Check them out. You can get the latest there. And again, Nathan, thanks for watching again. Sarah, good to have you on board. And thank you so much for tagging a friend on my videos right here in Facebook. That gets the message out there. So the highlights are cold again tonight with wind chills approaching 60 below. We have a cold weather warning in place. Exposed skin can freeze in 5 minutes or less. And then as we go into the morning hours, wind and south winds will start warming things up. That's going to bring a chance of some snow a little bit later as we go into your Tuesday afternoon, and Wednesday morning. So that's a look at your forecast. Let's see if you have any questions. It doesn't look like it. We're going to call that good. Thanks, John, for joining. Thank you, Annie. Good to have you on board as well. Drop a comment here and check out HutchesWeather.com. Know your roads before you go. If we start getting some of the nasty conditions out here across the valley, I want you to know you can head over to HutchesWeather.com and get the latest on your road reports as well right there. So visit HutchesWeather.com for the latest in your forecast videos like this one right here. Follow me on Facebook. That's a big help. And until next time, do everything you can to take care of your furry friends. Pedro, the prognosticating pooch, wants everybody to keep their four-legged friends safe. And Leonardo DiCaprio, the forecasting feline, wants you to do the same for your cats. A warm place to stay in this weather is a must, even for our furry friends. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful evening. Check back with more updates right here.